oh, I didn't think we were gonna do this yet. I was like, what? And I was looking at, and then like a little bit, I was like, this is UE5, isn't it? And all he just goes is, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, god damn it, it looks so good. I'm very excited to see what Ghost of Sushi looks like. You know, it's a really good comparable sequel to the Cooking Mama series that I haven't really been too fond of in the past, but I think that this whole new Spirit Detective thing is going to be really great. Honestly, you know, with origami, Paper Mario, and all this shit, there's some really cool stuff coming out of Japan, I'll tell you what. Where can I watch the state of...
I tried to search it there in the Twitch bar, and it randomly put me to a channel called My PlayStation, which I think was playing Tekken.
It's not on yet. Let me check and see how many people are in the chat. I mean, they said it's going to be 18 minutes of full gameplay. I think... Right. I think that we're getting those weird SGF reveals like that simply because of the state that we're all in right now. And really what it comes down to, I believe that Jeff Keighley has been working towards the SGF thing a lot longer and definitely had a lot more going on in that regard for quite some time. And I think that the coronavirus has just absolutely derailed pretty much every single thing that people have been working on for so long. I mean, you've got Square Enix even coming out saying that they're not even sure that they're... I think they've just recently announced that they're not even going to be there at E3 because because they physically can't create the stuff or the things that they wanted to talk about, any of the assets they wanted to talk about up until you know, the coronavirus was coming around. So like they were just like, well, we'll just announce the games individually throughout the year, which sucks because I would have loved to have heard... Yeah, I would have loved to have heard something about the next Final Fantasy. I think that we're, you know, Naoki Yoshida and his team are getting fucked over on whatever they're working on, and I'm almost positive it's the fucking mainline series, the next in the mainline series, which would be amazing. I'm sorry. It'll be nice surprises, you know what I mean? It'll be weird surprises. Right. Oh wow! You see this? Speaking of Square, you see this rumor that's been gaining traction. Apparently, they got. Oh yeah, all of the Square games have been delayed for the virus restriction rules. There's a couple of games in here that have not even been announced yet It's gotten some traction. You've got FF7 Remake Part 2. Q1 is now 2023, PS5, Xbox, Windows. FF Project Sancta action role-playing game, which probably might be the Naoki Yoshida project, because we've talked about how they were working on some kind of games as service game. Dragon Quest III Remake. Yeah, Q4 22. %. Oh, God. Nier Replicant coming out next year, Q2. Kingdom Hearts Project Oath R, Q1 22. Kingdom Hearts Untitled Project action roleplay game, PS5. So there's one for the PS4 and one for the PS5. Babylon's Fall 2021. Tomb Raider Eclipse 2021. Project Traveler 2021. Life is Strange 3. Graphic Adventure. Just Cause 5 and Outriders 2021. See that Capcom actually has, like, going into the next fiscal year, they apparently are intending on making a lot of money. All right, what's the sound? What's the sound? Oh, it's a microwave beep. Is this just gonna be okay, cool. No, you're right.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason Connell from Sucker Punch Productions. We have a lot to show you today about Ghost of Tsushima. Combat,
don't say it like that.
customization, special modes. But first, let's take a look at how you explore the world of Tsushima.
I guess that's how you say it, right?
Wait, how do you say it? Tsushima?
Uncharted has text format.
I'll say Mako right, but you will not make me say mana.
Exploration has been
She's
at the
certainly
heart
a
of open
looker.
world design since the very beginning. But you can't have exploration if you don't have curiosity. So we've continually asked ourselves, how can we let the island guide you in the most thematic and immersive ways possible?
After FF7 Remake, I couldn't believe games look like this.
Very big map.
That's a pretty cool way of not having some intrusive fucking UI element.
Yeah, I like that. It's still up in the corner, but hopefully they'll let you just turn that off, because that's so nice. Automatically locking the trails. Nope, never mind. It probably does. There's no reason not to. Oop. Sorry, I got my mute synced up. I was not muted on stream, but I was muted in Discord. I was gonna say auto lock into trails.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how long I was muted for, but
a while.
UI is not intrusive, yeah, and I hope there's some you can turn off, like that, just that text in the top left.
Oh, well, there's a crafting mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me a little sad.
It
Those
seems,
in open world games can get a little, aggressive sometimes. What in the shit is happening over there?
what if it has... That's not the deal breaker. The deal breaker is weapon decay.
Oof. Here's your first Far Cry camp.
The guiding wind can take you to all kinds of locations in the game, like this farmstead that's been taken over by the Mongols.
You're
It can
not
also take
kidding.
you to your next big story moments, or even help you find rare collectibles. But what about the things that you don't know about, that you haven't seen yet, that you don't know exist? Keep your eyes peeled for other visual cues. Smokestacks on the horizons, interesting and odd-shaped trees, or maybe even animals trying to get your attention.
I really like that.
Not following the path. This is a pro open world gamer.
Oh shit, what did it say about the bird? I wasn't reading.
The bird will point you to like secret locations. or
Okay, that's
secret
what I
things.
figured. Like the seagulls in Wind Waker. It's about time someone took advantage of that.
Oh, can you speak to people on horseback? Fuck yeah. That's the one thing I've always wanted for these kinds of games, is like, why the fuck do I have to get off my goddamn horse? Like, it seems so insignificant, but it's such a nice fucking quality of life thing.
I like how the guy said, "No, don't go in there. It's a ghostly samurai." You don't even say anything. You just walk past him into the forest.
Fuck 'em. I don't care. I'm gonna steal his shit. Check that shit out. I'm like a shirt.
Where else am I gonna get my linen? And
My
my
13 supplies.
my ambiguous supplies.
Oh, foxes! Oh, that's the cutest looking fox I've ever seen in a video game. Oh!
There's hidden shrines. Neat.
Why aren't foxes this cool in real life? They just smell and yell.
Sound familiar, Rita?
Oh shit.
Almost thought that was in game.
Ah yes, that's his clock going off. Tell him he has to go. It's his 5 o'clock duel.
Okay, so it looks like shrines are tied towards in return for fast travel. Well, we'll see how fast travel is then.
Oh man,
Tsushima
when does
is
this
rich
come
with
out?
Exploration and discovery.
July.
Whether you're just
July.
following a string of torii gates that'll lead you to a high mountain shrine, or maybe it's just a fox trying to show you something hidden in the woods. Either way, bring your sense of adventure and let the wind guide you.
Yeah, I really like that kind of exploration. It really reminds me of what I loved about Breath of the Wild and how I put like 100 or 200 hours into it.
I do like that they figured out a way to make it not just a line that you follow on the ground,
Yeah.
or that you're not just looking at a mini map for the entirety of the time that you're fucking playing the game, which is like a huge issue. That's fucking beautiful. Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like what they're doing. Jin Kazama.
Hi, this is Nate Fox from Sucker Punch. Now, we just showed you some exploration, but let's switch gears and check out some combat.
Sucker Punch combat, pretty great. Pretty great, man.
That grass is gonna look terrible on PS4 Pro.
Oof. Tell you about it.
If you've ever seen a samurai movie, you know what to expect. Two warriors, sizing each other up, waiting for the other to
Oh
make the
my
first
god,
move.
there's a standoff button. Jin can just show up and go fuck with your boy.
As you can see, the Mongols are everywhere on this island. For Jin to succeed, he has to use real, skillful precision in fighting them. No wasted energy. Every strike must count.
Like, it's a formula we know, but it looks really engaging for what it is. I think that was a rather, like, defensive way to show off the combat.
Like, you only
compared
got
to
one
what you
kill with
usually
that,
see.
though. Does it even count as completion if you didn't do the side objective?
Close enough.
So that was Jin fighting as a samurai. But now let's see him take on the same group of Mongols as the dishonorable Ghost.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
As the Ghost, he'll use every dirty trick he can think up to even the odds.
Okay,
yeah.
Even using fear as a weapon.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Jesus.
Oof.
I had to look away for work. What are the sensu beans in the bottom left used for? Have they said?
I don't think so. I haven't seen them be used. Hold up, I gotta let me.
Ooh, chain assassinate. Ooh, ooh.
I quite like that as an option, instead of like the Assassin's Creed one where it's like, get double assassination, but it's really finicky and sometimes you only get one.
Yeah. What did I say? Slaughter? Whoa. You see that?
I saw assassinate, but I just got back.
Oh, God.
Jesus. I feel like this is how I'm going to play.
Ooh. We Uncharted now.
I'm curious how seamless the climbing is. Or if it's like very specific using grapple
Yeah, is there a
touch.
jump button or anything like that?
Yeah, it seems pretty controlled. It might be like, if they're doing a, you know how they do camp games, like there will be similar assets, so it's possible something like this particular ship will probably be in multiple ones.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So you'll probably be
dude.
able to do that on all the ships.
Imagine getting stabbed and in the neck and then having that same knife break your neck. Like, what the fuck?
I've never wanted to be dishonorable in a game until now.
I just fucked me up with all that Dishonor, baby.
When you tie like gameplay to it like that, yeah.
You might have noticed that while fighting as the samurai or sneaking around as the
I'm here to
ghost,
win.
We were
Jin
styling
had on
as fuck.
a different set of armor. That's because the armor in this game actually gives you different mechanical advantages.
Yes,
It's not
so I can
just the
look
way it
ugly
looks.
while
It
being
helps
incredibly
accent
overpowered.
your chosen playstyle.
Dishonorable is
As
also
you
the
explore
stealth
world,
route
you'll
too,
discover
which is like
Omamori charms. They'll give you
Man.
an edge in battle. But more importantly, as your legend grows, you'll develop all new techniques which transform Jin from a samurai into the ghost. But the thing is, you get to decide how those techniques evolve and grow over time. It's always worth keeping an eye out for dye flowers. Find enough of them and you can change the color of an armor. So not only do you get to choose how the ghost gameplay evolves, but you can fine-tune the look as well.
So you're saying if I just mash flowers into my shirt hard enough, it changes the color?
yeah, that is how
Fucking
color works
down.
in real life.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's just more efficient ways of doing it, but that's the concept.
Yeah, like putting your white clothes in with the color
Maybe a Sucker
clothes.
Punch game if it didn't
Yeah.
have photo mode.
Here's this photo
Our new
mode that
mode,
everybody
we
needs to
features
have ever
color
since
grading,
N-Cell came
depth of
out.
field, so you can focus on the right objects. We have a bunch of new features that really underline the motion and movement that's so great about our game. You can control the wind's direction, the speed. You can change out the particles to different.
It should
types
not
of
pause
leaves and
enemies.
Fireflies. You can even
Like
select a
in,
track of
Wind
music from
Waker
our original
HD,
score
it
that
should
might be
not
a little
pause
bit more
enemies.
fitting. So if you're into doing a photo, or maybe you actually want
You
to
gotta
do a
set
video,
it up
there's
while
something here
they're
for you.
on you.
Here's a few that I've created.
She used the selfie as a style mechanic.
Yep. Oh, that's
I-
gorgeous.
I'd probably turn those into wallpaper backgrounds.
Right. By the way, it's
so you
almost
can
done.
Welcome to
You can play
2020.
Silver
We're
Gun.
introducing dual audio as a feature.
A Japanese voice track option with subtitles is a perfect fit for our game. So I'm happy to say that before the first scene even starts, you'll be able to turn this option on.
That is actually a weird thing to point out. Okay.
お侍様の戦い方じゃない。
何を申す。
お侍どころじゃないよ。このお方は猛虎を撃ち滅ぼすため。
This would be really weird if the lip flaps for the Japanese game are not synced up to the Japanese audio track. That's gonna be very strange.
Here at Sucker Punch, we are huge fans of samurai cinema. We wanted to create a way
Oh,
for you to
that's
feel like you're
fucking...
playing your
Yeah,
favorite
that's
samurai
cool
movie.
as shit.
So we created a windy, black and white, film grained out mode that you can turn on from the very beginning of the game.
This is like the only time I would ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because when people add stuff like this in like every other game, it just seems so unnecessary. This is almost necessary. Like, to just... You need to do a film grain playthrough. Akira Kurosawa fucking demands it. I still don't have a handle on the combat, though.
I bought this HDR TV just so I could play games in black and white again.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. This looks fucking way cooler. Holy shit.
Remaking Yojimbo, yeah. Yeah, the gameplay loop and world sold me.
Today, we've shared with you some of the unique ways that you can explore the island of Tsushima. We've also shared with you some of the ways that you can fight as a samurai, or assassinate as the ghost, or customize Jin.
I'm gonna have to ask a friend on
Play
that
in special
pronunciation.
Movement in this
We
game
have so
seems a
much more to
lot
show you
more
in the future.
stiff than in any other
Ghost
Sucker
of
Punch game
Tsushima
I've ever
comes out on
seen.
July
The
17th.
pronunciation of
Thank you
Tsushima?
so much for watching
Yeah.
today. We'll see you later.
That should be correct.
ついしま
TSU is usually pronounced as su, or tsu.
ついしま
That
Well,
did not
my
feel like 18
friend-
minutes.
My friend Google Translate says Suishima.
Why would it say sui?
I don't know.
I don't know why it has the I in there. There's no I.
Oops, I'm so bad at typing. Hold on, we need a definitive answer. Hold on. No, don't end the direct yet.
対馬対馬
Yeah, Tsushima. That's what it says. So I'll live with it. Whatever.
I know. I should really turn the chat off on these things, but it's always like watching a perpetual car fucking wreck with a bunch of idiots, and they just won't stop.
Yeah.
Some of it was fine, and then some of it was Last of Us 2 spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, it is the same day as Paper Mario. Oh boy.
Oh no, it's literally made so that Austin doesn't get to have fun.
Yeah, the Ghost of Origami Mario.
Watch Crystal Chronicles could still release on that day too. They're gonna do it.
You know it's so yeah, July. So you have a month. I was gonna say you have a month until, because I was gonna say bold of you to assume you're gonna have time to play any game when fucking Xenoblade drops, but okay.
Right? Yeah, June's still open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great demo. I'm actually like more on board with it than I ever was before because of how much they actually showed.
It's surprising how much showing gameplay can help.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little less on board. I think it looks incredible. I think that the gameplay aspect of it looks very derivative of every open world game I've seen so far.
I enjoy those kinds of games. That's why I'm so into it now. I just know what I'm getting now. Like, the reason I don't play, like, Far Cry, like, ever is because I'm more or less sick of FPS games, too. But there are games that, like, use that formula where I spend so much time, like, doing all the stuff in Saints Row or Spider-Man. I put so much time into those games because of it.
I think for me personally, it's going to come down to I want to see what it feels like in like my hands, because the movement looked really stiff.
Yeah, it did.
Very much about, and that was actually one of the major complaints I had with. I ended up finding out it was tied to particular characters, but in FF7 remake, the first time I got my hands on that demo, I'm like, oh wow, Cloud's very weighty actually. Like I was expecting a lot more ease. Yeah, but you know.
No, yeah, that's something to see. I still would like a more aggressive play style, and that the two options they showed were either defensive and patient or stealth and clever and critical thinking.
I think it's wild that there's a mechanic built around showing up and going, yo, fuck boy, get up off that wall. I'm here to kill. And he just goes, bitch, what did you say about my mama?
Yeah, I like that. Well, now keep an eye on it. Now it is on my radar. And that's like also with games like this, like I didn't these kind of third-person action games that are more like patience-based, Souls games or Sekiro, like I wasn't really into them. Though I would give this one a shot. This one doesn't look like it's as punishing, but still.
Well, you know, the wildest thing about Sekiro is that Sekiro was less about patience and more about full-on assault. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people ended up playing that game relatively wrong, because the whole poise system behind that game rewards you just mashing the defense button or holding it down.
That's true. Yeah.
Because you can defend literally every attack. But I think that if I were to see like a Stealth Games BR, I don't know if you've seen that guy on YouTube. He literally specializes in doing like incredible stealth runs on these kinds of games. If I were to see him do some really cool shit, like some really awesome off the wall shit, I probably would like these Ghost of Tsushima like a lot more. But
yeah, because it is like, how far does the creativity go?
Yeah, it just, nothing I saw really kind of jumped out to me as like, this is an intense samurai or ninja adventure game. It's like I was expecting more of like rope kunai stuff going on, like the ability to like attack people from trees more so. And what I got was like, oh, so it's Far Cry Samurai Edition. So I was like,
right.
So I think it comes out the perfect time because what the fuck else is coming out other than makes Paper Mario, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Surprisingly conflicting audience.
Yeah,
is me, but whoops.
I can't believe that in the same month, Austin gets not one, but two entirely directed assaults on his character.
Yeah, so... Alright, we ready to wrap it up then?
Sure.
Let me pull up the Summer Games Fest schedule again so I can see what's happening next month. Because that's when this is all continuing, is next month.
Oh, wow. So...
And that was it for May. In June, June 9th will be Steam Game Festival. June 11th is a look at Cyberpunk, and also on June 11th will be EA Play. So
yikes.
So June, Cyberpunk, Steam, and EA Play, that's what to look forward to. And then more in July, and then more in August. So, alright, that's it. Stream for tonight will be myself. Tune in for that, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And then tomorrow night is going to be Halo night, Halo 2. So, thanks everyone for tuning in, and see you all later. And until then, go to bed.
Take a nap.